Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dancing Oracle with Najia. I am doing part 2 of a deep dive for birthday boy Keanu Reeves. It's my birthday as well. We have the same birthday, and that's kind of why I'm celebrating this 1 year anniversary of coming back to my channel on my birthday last year, 2024. And last year I did 3 readings on Keanu Reeves to show people how I do readings. Now, this year I'm doing it, not so much that, but just because so many of my viewers are like, when are you going to do another Keanu video? So I did promise everybody I would, definitely come back and revisit on his birthday. And I'm doing a bunch for his birthday, a bunch, all different areas, so that you have lots and lots of entertainment. These videos are for entertainment purposes. He is not my client. I would love for him to be my client, but he is not my client. And so let's see. I talked about his Saturn return in the last video, part 1, and how there's going to be a little difficulty. But let's see part 2. Let's just keep shuffling. I'm going to do a deep dive. We did the clairaudient portion of the deep dive, where I pull single cards and listen on the inner. But right now I'm doing a traditional tarot spread, the Celtic cross meanings, although they will be in a smaller area than the Celtic cross. For those of you who study tarot, I know so many of you on this channel are learning tarot, and that's why. That's why I explain all the meanings, and I love teaching you. I love, love teaching the meanings as I go along. It makes it interesting for me because this is truly a psychic development channel, more so than a celebrity reading by far. So I like to help you learn the meanings, the numbers, the archetypes, and how they play out in your life. That's the main purpose. And I teach you all kinds of psychic development as well as world predictions. So please check out those other videos. But if you're just here for Keanu, maybe fast forward to the end and you can hear the recap, because most of this I'm talking and explaining, because that's what gives me fulfillment, is teaching about this. Wow. Heartache. I don't know. There might be a third party in here because there's 3 of swords. Unorthodox getting in the way. An orthodox energy, not following the normal way. Getting rid of to recover from the heartache. All right, so conscious thoughts. King of Swords wants the truth. Wants the truth. That's what's on his mind. I want the truth. There may be legal things involved. Subconscious, working way too hard, losing vitality. At the end of his rope, has it. Like doing things the hard way for way too long. Way too long, overwork, overburdened. Supporting and uplifting others. It's not efficient. It's not working out. In the past, we have a lot of money to be made from an industry. Of course. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, and he has regrets in the near future. There's a sense of despair. His heart hurts in the near future. He feels like he's made wrong choices, and he has a lot of regrets with the 5 of Cups. The way he feels right now, he wants to start a new project, but he can't. His energy is being zapped, and it's definitely on his mind to do something new to forge ahead, but it's blocked. It's not able to happen. In the environment, wow. He normally gets this King of Pentacles, but it's in reverse right now. So something is not going his way at that time. I did talk about in the beginning of September that things would get difficult for him for a couple of months, a few months, um, until the Saturn return leaves, because he had a chance, and I talk about this in part one, right? So just watch that video in part one and watch another video about his Saturn return. I talk about that a little bit. Watch all the videos. Because I don't want to keep repeating it. But if you want to look it up, you can look up Saturn return on the internet. But he's going through this Saturn return, the end of it, the very end of it. So he had a little bit of relief this summer when Saturn went into Aries, and it left his sign that it was at his birth, which is Pisces. And Saturn returns are really heavy karmic. And that's what I suspect is happening starting around his birthday. And his finances might be blocked. There's some real blockages to money and a new start. Yeah. In the past, he's got all the money to do what he wants. So, in hopes and fears, this is a hope or a fear. I don't know. If he were my client, I could ask him, is this your hope, Keanu, or is this your fear of being having a timeout to look at things from a new viewpoint? He may not want the timeout because things are blocked, right? He may be like, oh, that could be a fear. I don't want any delays. For most people, when the hangman is upright, this major archetype represents sacrifice, taking time out to sacrifice your time and energy for some meditation time to get a new perspective, because this is a willing sacrifice when the hangman is on the tree. I mean, there were Catholics that did this, trying to gain a new perspective. It was like a form of meditation. I mean, in the olden days, people did some harsh things to themselves in the name of God. So, they were afraid of the pleasures of life. So in the final long-term outcome, we've got being able to be charitable and give, equal distribution, taking responsibility for others, caring for others financially. I want to go into, I'm just going to clarify on this. He's going to go through a transformation in a big way in the long term. And it's not going to be what he thinks. There's going to be a halt to things with this transformation. And he may get married or take up a new residence somewhere and he's happy. But let me look in the current energy right now. Current energy right now, he's having difficulty walking away from something and empowering himself. He's trying one more time with something in regards to his heart, emotions, that area of his life. When you get this card, there's a call to empower yourself with the number 8, because 8s represent self-empowerment. Also represent money, but in the case of cups, see the cups lined up? That's the heart, matters of the heart. So he's resisting the urge to move on, which would be good for him. Again, a card of holding on too tight. The 4 of Pentacles. He's not giving it up. He's not giving it up. He's holding on to something, and it's like Pentacles represent home, finance, health. He's holding on very tight to his his parameters, his 4 walls, his structure. He wants he wants things to be stable. He can feel things are deteriorating in some manner, and he's holding on tight in regards to money, home, or health. Okay. And I see him guarding his heart tight. Where's that pentacle? Right in front of his heart, right? He wants to feel joy and enlightenment. He wants to experience enlightenment. And he wants to feel the joy of the abandon. He wants to nurture his inner child, and he is in the here and now. There's something he does that nurtures his inner child, and he's getting really tired of holding the fort down. He's like, we saw this card right before it in his subconscious. He's overburdened. And the card that comes right before that, especially in this position, the Nine of Wands. Nine is like feeling isolated and alone, and you're holding it all together for everybody else. Like you're guarding the fort, you're holding the fort down, and you're doing it for others, and you're alone in this, So nines are a solitary card, and he's working really hard. Eight of Pentacles, that's a Virgo card. He's working like crazy. And that's how he feels. That's how he feels his empowerment through his work. It's a physical, tangible thing. I can understand that. He's a Virgo. I'm a Virgo. We have the same birthday. I get it. But he's not taking care of his heart. And he's caught up in this world of illusion and delusion. He does work in the cinema. He has a lot of choices, and all that glitters isn't gold. They say that about Hollywood, right? The Seven of Cups is all about all these choices, but they're not what they seem. They're not what they appear to be. I talked about him having this already. The nine of Pentacles, we pulled this in the last reading for him as a card that came from clairaudience. And this is his card. It's not the female. It's feeling like you're in a gilded cage. You're surrounded by all this luxury, but you're not satisfied. You feel like everything looks pretty, but you're not free. You're not free. And he wants to start a new love. He wants to draw upon the well of love, that fountain of love, but it's blocked. It is blocked. Yeah. So let me go deeper into the meanings, because I didn't spend a long time for the Celtic cross meanings and talk more in depth about the cards that are here. So the heart of the reading is literally the heart. The heart of the spread. The significator card. When you watch and learn tarot, that's the significator card. And he's heartbroken. And he's trying to recover his heart because it's in the reverse position. He sees why the heartache came. He's aware. He's trying to heal his heart. This could also be long-standing heartache. It may not be like something just happened, but I get he's aware of how broken and shattered his heart is, and he's trying to recover it. But what's blocking him is some type of rebellion from tradition. Fans, what do you think is going on with him? What kind of rebellion from tradition is he doing? I do get this card for him often in reverse. I've got this card for him in the past, and Johnny Depp. They both get this card, the Hierophant in reverse. He's resisting change. This is the major arcana card. These are archetypal cards, and it's the number 5. See? 5. And that's like change, conflict, difficult, abrasive, very difficult. There's something in relation to his heart that's non-traditional, and don't know. Let me know with fans, because if he were my client, I would say, "Oh, Mr. Reeves, Keanu, tell me about your heart because I'm getting this." And he could explain it and I could point out things to help him. But this is a blind reading, just kind of done overall for all of you for entertainment, and learning tarot. And I talked about his conscious thoughts are about the truth, finding his truth, speaking what he wants. He does. I did get in previous readings that one of the things that he gets out of acting, it's not just his living. I mean, he likes speaking. He likes working his throat chakra. He likes getting out things that are deep within him and playing these roles. It's a very safe way to express yourself from within. He has all this heartache to dredge up. And consciously, he can find his truth through playing other roles, these different parts, and see what resonates with him and experience these emotions as an actor. I've gotten this for him before. And of course, I said that subconsciously, he really works way, way too hard. And he knows it, but he's driven to do that. He's like in the subconscious, he's driven to take on everyone's burden. He makes more burden on himself than necessary. And it's just too much, right? In the past, we've got all that success with the Ten of Pentacles from an industry that keeps going, right? In the near future position, he's going to go through a change with the number 5. I talked about the 5 with the Hierophant. 5s are change and conflict. In this case, it's a conflict of the heart and regrets. See the 3 cups of regret. 3 cups of regret. He has multiple regrets, probably in relation to love. 3 swords, 3 cups of regret. But he's got two options to fulfill himself, and he doesn't see them. He's mourning. He's mourning over this. He doesn't see there's still happiness available to him, right? That's in the near future, all right? I lost some of my cards fell. I have such little space here. Oh, Lordy. I lost a card. Where is it at? And I can't go back to my video. Anyway, I'll go on. I lost my environment card. It's okay. Okay. Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah, hopes and so in the hopes and fears, he either wants to take a time out or he's forced to. But it's an issue about the standstill and getting a different perspective. And did I place these out of order? With me. I'm so sorry. Oh, I actually am not missing a card. So that means the environment is at a standstill with the hangman. It's at a standstill. There's another blockage. Yeah, that's right. Because these were the blocked areas, right? These are like, he wants to start a new project. He wants to start a new project. There's a lot of vitality with that, but he's unable to. He wants to give to others, his hopes and fears. And I had this in the hopes and fears by accident. I mean, sorry, in the final outcome. It's in the hopes and fears. In the final outcome, he's going through a transformation because something doesn't work out. Some kind of negotiation it's abruptly halted, and he's going through a major, major, major renewal transformation with the death card. The death card in tarot is actually a good omen, unless it's with other cards that actually indicate death. But in this case, something radically changes in the long-term future. It puts him through a key transformation. So think of this as the butterfly card. If I were doing my own illustrated tarot deck, I would have the death card be like the cocoon before the butterfly, or the rebirth. The caterpillar goes to the cocoon, and then the butterfly is when you fly and are free. And that's really what this represents, a whole complete transformation. And he may end up setting up roots somewhere else, putting down the stakes and moving or move, move. He may have a new love. I don't know, or he may get married to his current, but I kind of see I don't think it's the current person because of the transformation and the abrupt halt. So I feel like it's something else down the line. I really don't know a lot about him. Um, so fill me in the comments. Fill me in on the comments and let me know what you think of the reading. It's been a pleasure to do this. And let me know if you're learning tarot and if you like the explanations. And I know some of you just want me to get to the point of, because you want to know if he's your soulmate or this or that, but it's a spiritual awareness channel. It's not a Keanu Reeves or celebrity channel. So I do these once in a while. I don't know what to tell you. If you're not happy, don't watch. Don't watch. Don't complain. I do this for free. So everyone else, thank you for joining, and hit the like button and all that kind of stuff if you want more of these. If you don't want more of these, don't hit the like button. Then I know not to do any celebrity readings. So I'll just keep doing my psychic development and world prediction stuff, which is what I love doing no matter what. All right. Take care, and happy birthday to Keanu Reeves. Happy birthday to me. Us September 2nd, babies. All right. Bye.